It has arrived. Season 3 of Demon Slayer is now airing as of today. And I didn't go see the movie 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was. Where I heard it was pretty much just the recap of the last two episodes plus the new episode. Honestly, it is nice to see those things in cinema and experience everything like that. However, I am not the hugest fan of the series. So I didn't really feel the need to go see it. I mean, the last one I was kind of hoping was going to be good. I see in theaters was a nightmare. That was Dragon Ball Super last summer, and oh dear God, that left a sour taste in my mouth. But I will eventually go see another film here pretty soon. I actually think I was going to go see gosh, what was it? Suzume next week. So there's that, but you guys don't care about that. We're here to talk about Demon Slayer. So, the first episode was a 40-minute total, or 46 to be exact, and so far, from what I personally have seen, it is better than everything we had gotten so far. That makes sense. The first season was dull, like a butter knife. Second season was a little better. Like, it actually had cut into some things that I liked to see. The characters were a little less annoying, or side characters mostly, I'll be honest with you. And the story was going pretty smoothly. So it looked to me like it was going to go up. And from what I see in this episode, I hate to say it, but I might actually start liking this series. We started off with them all kind of like where season 2 ended, in the village, all destroyed, ended up killing one of the top 10 demons. All three beat the hell up, and Nezuko's in the little middle, just kind of like there. And from there, we transport to the head of the, not the Demon Slayer Corp. Yeah. It's gonna be a rough one, everyone. You got him, and he coughs up blood, and he has like a premonition of the fact that Tanjiro did that, so he thinks that something's gonna change finally. And it kind of goes through that, and right after that, we see the demons, and specifically, more or less, Akaza, the one from that ended up killing the other higher up at Demon Corp. And they're having a meeting, and it's the top 5 stars. We get to see all of them in their glory, and honestly, I'd say at least 3 of them have pretty epic design looks, and I'm kind of looking forward to see what happens with that, whether it's anything huge or not, because I don't know anything about the source material of this show, so anything that I assume or guess is more likely wrong, but we'll find out. And Michael Jackson shows up, and he pretty much tells them all that, he asked them things to do 113 years ago, which was the last time they met, and nothing has been accomplished, and he hates that. He hates that, he's pissed. And the one that has, like, the weird, like, mouths for eyes and everything says he has some information that he found out before this, and Michael Jackson pretty much states that, he doesn't give a shit until it's confirmed. He doesn't care, because he's a guy that deals in absolutes, and that is it. So that's pretty much it. Meeting's over. We get a confrontation between all 5 of them, and obviously Akaza is being a little bitch, and we see the number 1 demon finally, I think it's Kokushibo, and he's pretty much just a badass. We never see his face, and he puts them all back in their place. They all kind of disband, and life goes on. From there, we see this, like, almost looks like a futuristic scene with Tanjiro and for all we know, Kokushibo, but we don't know that. I mean, even though the haircuts are the same and the hair color is the same, we never see any faces, so it's really hard to tell. And it gets a little blundered later, which obviously we're going to figure out coming this season, but he had this dream, and pretty much Tanjiro's talking to him as if, like, you saved our lives. My wife just had a baby, and we want to kind of name our kid because, you're not going to have an heir. And he's like, don't even worry about it. I'm a nobody. I failed. And from this perspective, I can see it almost as if that would be Tanjiro's father and mother giving birth to him. But I realistically don't know. It could just be, like, to make you think deeper. And after that, Tanjiro wakes up. They find out he's been in a coma for 2 months. And, well, understandably so, because, I mean, he got the schnapp beat out of him, but at the same time, it makes you kind of wonder, like, did that dream that just happened go for 2 months, and we just got to see the ending of it, which is most likely what it was. And kind of makes you want to know more. However, obviously, we're going to find out throughout the series here and the season, more than likely, his importance and everything like that. So, at this point, it is what it is. And we cut to this, like, one of those, like, middle ground security guys that kind of do, like, all the bitch work. And he's bringing this cake to Tanjiro. And it looks delicious. And he's pretty much telling us, like, you know, hey, I'm the one that, like, told him if he were going to wake up when they went to visit them. I've been with him a lot lately. And, like, you know, he deserves his cake. But they get to the room. He gets to the room. And Tanjiro is clearly awake. And oh my gosh, I died. He's with I can't think of her name right now. It's driving me nuts. And I'll get a lot of hate for this, but she's in the room, and it was the medical one that was the underling of the poison girl. You see, like I said, I'm more of a casual fan of this show, so names and me, but everybody comes into the room, even the 3 little girls that are also part of that, like, healing station. Everybody's in the room. And he kind of finds out that the guy that got his hand chopped off in the last one, well, he pretty much walked it off with his wives, and they haven't seen him, really. Blondie's out doing a mission, and Pigface is now on top of him because he was on the ceiling, and we come to find out that he's, like, immune to poison, but he's also really slow with healing, which is going to be probably something that's not good in the future, more than likely. And then we run into the cat that was with that one Dr. Demon lady that was taking samples from him and giving it to her. And she was almost concerned that he was dead, but thankfully he is not. And then we get to see a flash to Blondie, and he's the same, you know, really annoying side character, whining about everything. And so Tanjiro has kind of been doing rehab, getting himself back together, and he asks about his sword. And may I mention, I don't know if that's what those are, but those look like those really good rice crackers that they're eating. I can't think of exactly what they're called, but they're freaking delicious. But anyways, come to find out his sword has been made. The guy's really pissed again, even though it was just cracked, not broken this time. So the girls give him this idea to head to the smithing village to go see what's going on. So in order to get there, he's going to cover his ears, eyes, and nose, since he has a good sense of smell. And in, like, every city, they switch off who's carrying him. So it's like a matter of, like, 10, 12 people carrying him all the way to this village. We get to the village, and it looks gorgeous, as expected with this project in studio. Go figure. But he's gonna go meet with the village chief, and lo and behold, Mitsuri's in the freaking hot sauna, and she's looking good. But he meets with the chief, and she's kind of like, oh, someone's here, you know, nothing too much yet at this point. But Tanjiro goes and meets with the chief, and he's like, you know, bow with respect, and he does it, and he gives Tanjiro these sweets, and they all wear those weird masks there, and I like it, honestly. I think it's really neat and aesthetic. But after that, we come to find out that his swordsmith has always been kind of a weirdo, and, like, he pretty much tells him that, you know, this wouldn't have happened if those were good swords, and, like, they sound like they're gonna punish him if they find him, even though that's not what Tanjiro wants. But he's walking out to go take a hot sauna because, you know, he's got nothing to do but wait. And also, by the way, if he isn't found in time, he's gonna get a new swordsmith assigned to him. So, running out, kind of finding it out, and Mitsuri is coming running down this freaking staircase, just crying, and she is jiggling. She is straight jiggling, and she's looking good. And Tanjiro is even like, you know, you want to cover up your boobs are gonna come out. But after that, we come to find out she says that some guy is, like, being mean, or wouldn't respond to her up there and everything. And he's like, huh, I wonder who that is. So Tanjiro goes up and he's getting ready to take a bath, and he finds a tooth being thrown at him, and it's like, oh, okay. And it come to find out that it's frickin' Genya, or Shinzagawa-san. And he's still kind of the asshole that he was in the first couple of seasons, and doesn't say a damn word to him even. And he thought maybe he could bond being naked, but it just wasn't happening. So we kind of meet up again right after the hot springs bath, eating dinner with Mitsuri, and she's wondering if if there's maybe some problems with him, and like maybe his brother or sibling per se. And like it's hard to say. Like I said, I don't know too much about the lore and everything, but I figure we'll find that out too. And after dinner, Tanjiro and Mitsuri are talking, and he asks her why she joined, and we come to find out that she joined because she wanted a strong man to like be with her. And like, what way to find a really strong man than to be a strong woman? So it's kind of cool to find that out. But pretty much she tells him, like, I'm gonna be leaving. We may never see each other again, but I wish you and your sister the best. And which is very realistic and true, because you never know in this line of work. And then like she comes up to him and tells him that there's this sword that helps raise people's skill in this village, and she gets really close to him, and like the lips were really full, and she's clearly hitting on him to find this sword, and she tells him to try to find it. And he's clearly falling for her, and she leaves, and he says, yes, nosebleed like a mofo, and Nezuko's just like, what? So after that, it's the next day, and clearly they're waiting for either to find him, and so they decide to go look for that sword. And while they're spying, we see another one of the top boys, Tokito, sitting there like yelling at this kid to give him this key for something, which I'm guessing is the sword. And like the kid's saying no, but right behind him is a visual of a person. And that person to me looks like Kokoshibo. God, the name's gonna be the death of me. Kokushibo. And like in his dream and in the beginning. So like, has he been there the whole time spying on everything? Or what the heck? I don't know. Obviously the readers clearly know. But I'm very excited to see what the dream and like that all have to do with this in the village. And obviously, clearly, I'm 90% positive that's him. But what connection does he have? Was that the guy that he met his dad? I don't know. Who knows? But what I can say is, as much as I'm obviously a casual viewer of this series, it is starting to pique my interest a little bit now. And I hate slow burners because I hate that term in general. But I feel like maybe that's what this one is. And I'm really excited to cover this one, actually. Hopefully my next videos going forward for the series are a little better. But it was just a lot to take in with a 40-minute episode. And like, damn, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got for this week. You guys have to let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. And, kind of like, not necessarily spoilers, but maybe, I don't know, just kind of like glimpses, maybe possibly what happens if you're, interested in telling me. I don't know. We'll see. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you care to subscribe, it'd mean a lot to me in the channel. And yeah, other than that, I upload 2 to 4 videos a week, and now I'll be covering 4 series as of this week, so we will see how that goes. But yeah, it's been Squids, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.